Hello. Different background. I am upstairs in my bedroom. I haven't made a video like this in a while. I have another idea for a video because I've recently watched um Violent Night. Um, but I haven't been making proper videos lately. I've just been posting cat videos because I am still unwell. Physically, I've still got a fucking cold, like a flu or something. My body is still expelling shitty tablets that was making us unwell, that were meant to make us better, bloody metazapine, and also I'm just still mentally a poorly boy. But anyway, that's enough about my depressing life. I decided to make a little short video. This is part whatever part I can't remember, but I have recently bought more Blu-rays. So yeah, we're gonna continue my Blu-ray collection, even though there's only three, so this is going to be a lot shorter video. But I thought I could do a little mini review on these shows as well. So we will start with a blast from the blast from the past. What a blast from the past. Arrow season 1. I started the Arrowverse on the Flash. But then I remember my parents watching Arrow, and I was like, "What is this show?" But I was curious, but they had started it without us, and then yeah, so I was like, "Well, I'm not going to start on series 2 or series 3 or whatever." But anyway, they stopped watching the show after series 3 or something. But me, I continued. I went back, watched all of Arrow. I prefer Arrow to Flash, even though I loved the Flash TV show, even though it's bad. As a teenager or a teenager, I loved it so much that when I became an adult and got my first pet on my own, I named him Flash. It wasn't just for the show. I just liked the name, and I saw like on a pet name list that Flash was in. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I got him a little collar with like Flash symbols on. But anyway, Arrow season 1. It is basically the Dark Knight, but as with Green Arrow. It is not Green Arrow is that that's in the comics. Green Arrow in the comics is more goofy, but for what it is, it's really good. Season 1 is really, really good. It's got its problems. It's got its like really over dramatic, soap opera drama, love triangle bullshit. But it is very good. It is still really enjoyable. It was great. It's kind of like fast food, but for TV. Is in. It's just like I, it's kind of like all like 23 episodes kind of blend in the one, and you're like think there's no way I've seen 23 episodes, sat 23 hours binge watching this. But yeah, I did. So this one has like a sleeve. I like when they have sleeves. I like sleeves. But anyway, yeah, he doesn't get a mask until halfway through series 2, which I'd forgot all about that. But this is when the Arrowverse was really good. So anyway, it's got these. I like the little artwork. Ignore the little doodles on my board, but little like really bad doodles. I'm not an artist. But there you go. And then it's actually got like these are the actors. This is the character names and the actors' names. If you recognize these pictures, some of these pictures are when they get phone calls. These are just like the photos. Some of the like when they get a phone call and it shows a little like that profile picture. Yeah, it's sorry I dropped my phone there. Yeah, it's really bad, but let's see. Can I see any episode names that I really like? Like episode. Wait, not just the names. I mean the actual episodes. The final episode is really good. Sacrifice. like that. The pilot is great. Basically, I really love Arrow, right? I like the flashbacks on the island, and guess what? It clearly had a budget to begin with, because like the island is great. Well, the CGI is still very bad. The island, I was like, oh, I didn't notice it when I was a kid, but I was like, holy shit. This series is 10 years old now as well. That's crazy. 2012. But yeah, Arrow is fucking amazing. Like, wait, it wasn't amazing, but it was, we didn't have, when this came out, we had Daredevil. We didn't have Daredevil. We didn't have like Marvel making 55 TV series. Whereas I had this. This is like what set the groundwork for Disney Plus shite, unfortunately. But it was great. Arrow season 1 is great fun. It's really good, and it's like basically like Batman, the whole Dark Knight again, but this time they made it edgy where he's okay to kill, but then Arrow season 2, he's like, right, I don't want to kill anymore, because I didn't like my friend that died. He thought I was a murderer, and I want to change that. And so anyway, this has not got a sleeve, unfortunately. I'm very disappointed, but they've actually got actor pictures now. They've got Arrow, Green Arrow, where he's just called Arrow in this. He's called the Vigilante or the Hood in season 1, because they tried to make it really grounded. But this season they put super soldiers in. So I've got disc 2 in my console because I'm busy watching this season. So you can't see disc 2, unfortunately. I'll make a whole different collection video just for that disc. Why won't I? I'm joking. But anyway, and then Deadshot. It was not Deadshot. Deathstroke. I do apologize. I love Deathstroke. He's fucking awesome. And not for just this show, but I remember in the Arkham prequel, even though that game's not that great, but it was still. But anyway, this one, it introduces it's getting there from having the sidekick as in the comic sidekick arsenal. It's great. Season 1 and 2 are fucking really enjoyable. They have the problems, they're not amazing, but season 1 might be the best. I don't know. Well, then again, I used to say season 2 was the best. I was trying to get to sleep early last night, and then the episode started with a little like flash jingle, and I was like, "Oh, this is like the episode where they introduced Barry Allen," and I was very like interested in this, and it stopped me. And then the next episode was the Christmas special, but also it was the second part of the Flash. He had a 2-parter. He's barely in the second part, but he's still there, and so I was invested in watching it. And then at the end of the second episode, he gets hit by lightning, and then the episode after that, obviously, in real time, it would have like had a break, because a couple of week break because it was over Christmas. So that's what they do. They have a couple of week break. After that, they would have had after that, like in episode 10. Because there was like 9 episodes, and then they have the Christmas break. But anyway, in episode 10, they mention the Flash and say that he's, Barry Allen's in a coma, and obviously because series 2, part 2 was in 2014, but like the start of 2014, the first half. So anyway. But then and then obviously in 2014 was when the Flash started. I'm looking for the Blu-ray of the Flash. I know Flash isn't great. He could easily catch everybody, and it's stupid that he doesn't. But it's Flash, as far as I can remember, Flash series 1 and 2 are the good ones relatively, and then the rest is shit. And it's the same with Arrow. The rest is shit. Even though I quite enjoyed season 7 and 8 of Arrow. and maybe when it gets cheaper, because I don't want to get it for any more than like £2 because I still think it's shite compared to Arrow Season 1 and 2. So I'll wait for the price to go down. But anyway, the last box set that I've got, these are all TV shows that I've added to my Blu-ray collection. But anyway, we've got Game of Thrones Season 5, and every Game of Thrones Blu-ray box had a poster in. This one didn't, so someone fucking salted the CEX and kept the poster. But anyway, yeah, so it's the same as the other one, but I like this artwork, even though Series 1 to 4 are the best, and then Series 5 is not so great. But it has some amazing episodes in as well. I like this artwork. I like this way. It's just like the promotional poster for Series 5, but it's like made it to look, it's got like as if like it's like flaking, like it's like a painting. No painting that's flaking, but I really like that. Anyway, and then we've got Daenerys, and then Jon on the other side, which is funny because obviously they're like, I guess at this point they were trying to make them like the two like main characters or something. I don't know. Well, I'm sure I've done this before in one of my other collections. But it's funny. Look, A Song of Ice and Fire. Isn't that clever? Well done, box set designers. But then